we just don't know really what's going to happen. It's really about giving them the tools and then letting them kind of decide how their society develops.
Hi, I'm Christian, and today we are talking about Civitas, the upcoming 4X MMO by Directive Games within the Web3 platform. The character NFTs that will be launched soon have utilities within the game that make them special. Let's find out how and why. And to do so, let's introduce Kent Byers, the CPO of Civitas. So, Kent, what would you say were the main inspirations that you draw from?
A lot of that kind of comes through a lot of different reasons. As developers, you might be inspired by the hardware. Like, for example, you might have a certain way you want gamers to be just engaging with your product, and maybe that needs touch. Maybe mobile becomes a big focus because that's really a part of the interaction that you want. And while you could make that game on another platform, it just might not have the same feel, or might just not be the intended purpose or the way that you want players to be kind of engaging and experiencing your game. So there can be a lot of inspirations like that come through it. But for us, some of the big ones that came from it is a little bit the history of the team. We have a lot of developers that were some of the very early guys on EVE Online, there from day one almost. And so there's definitely a lot of that kind of feeling and inspiration of working on a game that's, been a staple. It's been standard of like great MMOs even today. I think everyone in the kind of Web3 community knows EVE and the impact it kind of has even on Web3 gaming.
I'm here with Snorri Sveinsson, the producer of the character collection and one of our probably most active community members. Snorri, the character NFT, what is it?
The character NFT will be your avatar in the game itself, but not everybody will have one, so there's a very finite amount of them. They will provide some bonuses towards your progression in the game and stuff, and definitely gonna carry some value.
So the NFTs, they have utility, they help you advance in the game, but how will they help you advance?
So the character is going to come with attributes, and the attributes are going to be traits. So your character might get bonuses towards woodworking, and somebody needs a character for woodworking or needs to do something related to woodworking, and then your character is coveted this role. And so you can trade, you can borrow, you can use the attributes to your advantage.
I've done a lot of sci-fi and realistic, dark and gritty sci-fi. And with Civitas, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to have brighter colors and more stylist art style. And I went a bit into my roots. I learned to draw as a kid from comics. And Möbius was one of my favorite artists. So I thought, Möbius-styled game would be something cool. Then I developed the style. I took some inspiration from the boldness of more commercial comics like Marvel, and so our style is kind of in between this bold commercial style and the artistic and strange European comic styles.
What fascinates me the most are all the details. Because, like you say, you spend a lot of time researching. The librarian probably knows your name by now. So, looking at these details, do you feel that... Can you just take me a little bit through that process? Just how you're designing a spear. I've seen you walk around with one here, makeshift. But just take us through a little bit through the process.
What I do when I'm designing, I make up these little stories. So I usually don't design anything without making up a story in my head. So even a spear, it has some story for me. It was handed to the person by his father. It got damaged in a battle. He decorated with a stone that his wife gave him. All of that might not be, available to the viewer, but it inspires me to do better art, and that's what I also Ask of my art team.
The NFTs wouldn't become a reality without some procedural awesomeness, and that's the only way that I can explain it because I am not tech art, but I have the technical art lead, Johan Reynisson. Johan, we have a very strong procedural workflow for Civitas. Can you explain that to us a bit?
Well, at the short of it, we are attempting to utilize the least amount of assets for as much variety and visual fidelity as possible. Our main goal is, of course, striving to execute the vision of the art director and the art direction of the game, get as close to that as possible, but of course, as efficiently and as cheap as possible, so to speak.
So, there you have it. Our art teams have worked tirelessly to bring you this amazing collection. And soon, you can be part of Civitas.